Hello, everyone. Impromptu live stream. All right. I felt like I wanted to go live, and I didn't do much about Bitcoin this morning, given that I was focused on Ravane. So I just wanted to talk about what I'm seeing on the chart. So I'll give it a second, let people shuffle in if there's anybody interested, and then we'll get going. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a great morning, evening, wherever you are. All right, we're live. Definitely like up the stream. Once you get in, please, just to help with the visibility. All right, and definitely shout yourself out once you get into the stream. Just give it a few minutes. Pretty red day today. Pretty red. Wow, waves really dumped. That's a dump. Yeah, you see that? I put that line right here because this is the phi ratio. Yeah? Because I was thinking, I'm not into waves at all, but I was thinking, waves must be playing out its entire B wave, and that would be the 1618 of the pivot. And so I was like, there's no, if I'm correct, there's no way we get ahead of that. So that's why I put that alarm right there, and boom, that's the start of the dump. I mean, if anybody's interested in shorting, this is the perfect thing to short. I mean, you just short this down to God knows what. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. That's not going anywhere but down for a while. All right. Let me turn this down. All right. Cool. So definitely like up the stream if you can once you get in, and shout yourself out. All right. Looking at Bitcoin. Let's go on the hourly. What is it doing? Okay. Some people probably think, oh, this is when we get in. This is where we buy. This is where we pump. I just want to say that according to my analysis, we're still in correction. Okay. We're still in correction, right? You see this flat correction right here? It hasn't yet played out. And I'm going to tell you exactly why I think that. Let me get rid of the EMAs. Just clean up the chart a bit. Okay. And let's get into it. All right. First and foremost, we do have some sort of ABC correction going on. The tricky bit about these ABC corrections is the B wave, okay? The really, really simple part is the A wave, okay? That's the simplest part. The A wave and the C wave. The A wave, just one direction. The C wave, just one direction. It's impulsive. It's 5 waves down, right? The tricky bit is the middle bit, the B wave. And I alluded to this maybe 2 days ago on my update, that watch out for composed B wave. And that's typically what you get, to be honest with you. You don't often get just like a really simple 3-wave B wave. You usually get pretty complex composed B wave. And that composed B wave, in this case, in my estimation, looks something like this. Okay? Do you see that? So you're essentially getting 1, 2, 3 waves, yeah? So let's put that in real quick. It goes like this. 1, 2, 3. This wave that we're getting right here seems to me like the impulsive wave of the B wave, okay? So once again, the B wave is counter to the A wave. The A wave went down, right? That means the B wave's going up. And the B wave goes up in 3 waves as well, because all corrective waves process or matriculate in 3 sequences, okay? That's the A wave, initial sort of wave of the corrective wave. This B wave is composed 1, 2, 3. That's the middle. 1, 2, 3. You see that? And so this pump is the impulse of the B wave, okay? That's why it's not yet the impulse to take us to 56K, which is, I think, the next big resistance. It's 1, 2, 3, and this will take us back up here in this region, okay? And this region is the region that we keep getting rejected from. This is where we fell out of in the first place, the 47K region. Now, does that mean we have to get rejected by the 47K region? No. As I said 2 days ago, we can go all the way to 50K, and I'll show you that we can go all the way to 50K and still be in this corrective state. And the worst thing about this is, well, not bad or good, whatever. It is what it is, right? A lot of people, if we hit 50K or get close to 50K, or if we break 47K, 48K, this resistance right here, because a lot of people trade like this. A lot of people trade using certain levels and certain price points, not even levels. They use price points and say, if we close a hourly or 4 hourly candle above $46,750, then you can go all in. And I'm going to go all in, right? But the beauty of Elliott wave theory, the beauty of this analysis, it shows us the extent to these, the extent of these counter waves, right? What these counter waves can do. So how do we know that? Simply, we would take the A wave, and so the tricky bit is, let's figure out what the A wave is. I think the A wave starts here, yeah? Because we have our ending diagonal. Let's see, we have an ending diagonal, boom, 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 boom. Okay. I want to say it's here, okay? Let's just say here. This is the A wave, okay? The A wave ends down here, okay? That means the B wave goes all the way, can go all the way to 50,638, and we're still in correction. This trend is still valid, right? And the trend is like this. This is the counter to the trend, and then the trend will end like this. Does that make sense? So this is why I'm saying I wouldn't, obviously for people who trade intraday, that's great. This is perfect. You have an impulse right here. You long it, right? That's just a short trade right here. You're probably going to get a decent percentage. I venture to say that if we don't get rejected by this 48K upper boundary, we probably wick above 49K. So what? That's 7% pump. That's perfect. That's awesome, right? So you can trade that. You can long that, right? But in terms of buying a bag of Bitcoin for the ride to 56K, just be very careful. That's what I'm saying. Look at the chart. This is still in correction, all right? So that's pretty much my update. I know I didn't get into as much detail this morning because, as I said in the beginning of the stream, I was focusing on Ravane. And Ravane is, obviously, if you haven't seen that video, just check it out. I'm calling a 30 to 50x, pretty straightforward, 30 to 50x on this coin in the next 2 months. And I'll tell you why I say it in the next 2 months. Only because this is a B wave. Like, all right, let me get into that in a second. But let me finish first with Bitcoin. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing with Bitcoin. And just as proof of that, let's go on the bigger time frames, 4 hourly time frame. Look at this right here. Look at this stochastic RSI. Does it, I mean, it's cross bullish, but does it look like it's going to continue? Because it didn't even go down completely. It didn't go down to sort of the bottom of the range, right? It didn't go where you want to buy, right? So it's going to go up and back down, it looks like, right? That's on the 4 hourly. Look at it on even higher time frames, 8 hourly. That doesn't look good, okay? 12 hourly. It doesn't look good, okay? It doesn't look good. Not yet, okay? So that's what that's just it for me on Bitcoin specifically. That's the price action I'm seeing. I could be wrong, but I'm seeing us still be in correction. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think about that. So yeah, I guess talk about Ravane. I know the official live stream's tomorrow, but you know, there are no rules. I can do whatever, whenever. So I felt like talking about this. Oh, timing. Yeah, timing. In terms of timing, yeah. Let's look at that. So I think we're gonna go to 100K, right, in Bitcoin, and I can get into more detail on that during the live stream tomorrow. But I think that this should happen in the next couple of months, and I'll tell you why. Okay. So on the daily, you have this beautiful double bottom right here, this rounded, well, it creates a rounded bottom, but it's like a W pattern, okay, launching off, and we're clearly going into impulse, okay? So if we're in impulse, first and foremost, you know that impulses are by definition quick. They happen fast, yeah? And then if you just look at what we've been in, let's go on log, obviously, or else it doesn't work, yeah? So if you look at what has happened before in this whole correction, the A wave, the initial break of structure, took approximately 36, well, actually no, let's see. Yes, that's correct. It took approximately 36 days, okay? So a little more than a month, okay? This B wave is what we've been in ever since then, okay? And that was since May 2021, all right? So the first leg of the B wave is the A wave of B wave, okay? A wave of B wave, first leg of the B wave, took 119 days, okay? Second leg of the B wave, including the pivot, has taken, let's see, it's taken 104 days, okay? So 119 days, 104 days for both corrective aspects of the B wave. So now transitioning into the fully impulsive portion of the B wave, right? Which is not corrective. There is no choppiness, right? Because look at what the corrective parts do, right? They go impulsive, corrective, impulsive. 3 legs. Impulsive, corrective, impulsive. 3 legs. That's why they take longer. If that took 119 days and that took 104 days, this impulse is by definition going to take less time because there's no big correction intra move, yeah? So I'm seeing this leg take less than 100 days, and I would say about 2 months for the completion of this move, 5 waves up to 100K. So that's my reasoning for that in terms of timing, just roughly, you know? It's hard to time the market, and especially, you know, as to how long things are going to go. The other thing you can do to figure that out, or to help figure that out, is use one of the fib time tools, okay? So you can use the fib time zone tool, which takes into account from one top, so like basically we're timing the B wave, right? Because we're still in the B wave. That's what that's my contention, that we're in the B wave. So I'm going to take A of B, okay, from the bottom to the top. So B of B should end around a certain time, and actually using this tool, B of B it says there's supposed to be something important on March 24th. And so we did get something important on March 24th. I think the end of our pivot into our impulse. And I think that this line right here, number 3, can show us the end of the C wave, okay? The impulsive part. And that would be August 25th. We're in April. We're in the beginning of April, so that's 2 to 3 months, yeah? 2 to 3 months, okay? Because remember, once you get up there, you're going to have to pivot before you come back down. So I don't know if that counts the pivot, okay? So that's what I'm seeing, and that's why I'm seeing it in terms of timing. And remember, you don't just have the fib time zone, you also have the trend-based fib time, okay? So that a little bit, it's supposed to be a little more precise, because you're supposed to be able to take a top to a bottom. Let's see, a top to a bottom. Let's zoom in, and then to a top, okay? And then you're supposed to be able to see a bunch of important turning points, right? It doesn't tell you if it's going to go up or down, but they're important pivot points, each one of these fib markers. So the next one for this tool actually is May 5th, okay? So that's like in a month. I think that's a bit quick, but let's see. So one comment, it's not going to 100K before way into 2024. Who is going to buy it after 50K? Traditional markets is about to top out. And with recession, the target is COVID lows, in my opinion, which would BTC way under 20K. I don't get the last part. I do understand what you're saying with the who is going to buy after 50K. Well, tons of people were gonna buy after 50K. Why not? Why wouldn't people? Mind you, sir, let's see. Is your name Sheesh? Mind you, 56K, 54 to 56K is where a lot of people are waiting to see if we're not in a downtrend, because 56K represents the golden mean, the 618, right? And a lot of people think if you break the 618 of a trend, then you're going to continue the trend. So if we break 56K or wick above 56K significantly, a lot of people are going to buy it. So that's my answer to that. And then secondly, COVID lows way under 20K. I don't really understand the second part. But if you can rephrase it, maybe I can see what you're talking about. All right, so that's in terms of timing. I do think it's like 2 to 3 months, but closer to 2 months. So yeah, when I'm going into the altcoins like Ravane, I'm also seeing that same thing. Generally speaking, I'm not seeing that this take too long, right? I'm seeing that this is the first of 5 waves that we put in right here. Let's see, from here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Okay, I see the first wave being here, and then the second wave coming down to here about. Okay, and so I'm seeing this impulse go at very least to up here, range highs, right? Or rather, yeah, range highs here. So I'm seeing all this happen pretty quickly. Right? The impulsive wave of a B wave is usually really, really, really quick. Okay, so I would not be surprised if we did put these 5 waves in all these altcoins. So we went like this. in the span of 2.5 months. I wouldn't be surprised if it took that amount of time, okay? And it's just, you know, right now we just put in the second wave. We're putting in the second wave, okay? The third wave is usually the biggest and the most impulsive. That's why, you know, just hold on to your hats. This is gonna boom. This is gonna boom. I can see the correction happening at this range high, boom, and then up to the top, still respecting the phi ratio, which is around 29 cents, I believe, for this asset. Let's see. Yep, around 29 cents. There you go. I think it's gonna peak right over the 1236. You know, so. All right, so that's basically what I'm seeing. That's why I'm seeing it. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, we're pumping, but yeah, don't think this is a sustainable pump. And I mean, I think it even doesn't feel like a sustainable pump, right? You don't see a lot of volume supporting it, right? It looks anemic in the volume. It just seems kind of like a relief rally, which a B wave is, by definition, a relief rally, yeah? Does anybody want to look at any other altcoins? If not, I'm going to end the stream and leave it for tomorrow. If there's nothing, well, I wish you guys the best. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, great night, great evening, great afternoon, wherever you are. Yeah, take care. And don't forget to like the stream on the way out.